After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Napier. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Utes are marching down the field.
Ready, to the line.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Williams will pass. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Ran through the contact. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Off play action. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Lopez wants to fire. Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys out front.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Toss sweep to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the...
Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Utes. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over it. They're up by 4 over Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Lopez to pass. The sure hands, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Gibson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Can't get him to the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Looking for a huge play. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's going for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UNC! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Napier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Give to the back. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Makes it past the marker. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
But right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Utes with the 1st and 10. Now on the option. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams will pass. Punch it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Now on the move. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Utes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. On the run, still looking. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to get it in. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Oh, he faked the spike. He's going to throw it. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Sippo. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his big tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Gibson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Utah! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Lopez to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it behind the line. It's Brand. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Six remain.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Williams looking for a man. Pressure coming. He rifles one deep down the right side.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away on 4th down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Trying play action. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. With the catch, it's Napier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in New Orleans for some time. They are up by 21 over Louisiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This is why Lysacle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Lopez wants to fire. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to rough.
Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
So now it's second and long. The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Briggs. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third down play from the gun. Forced out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Lopez to pass. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's shipped.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Briggs. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. out of the gun to give to the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Utes decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Lopez wants to fire. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Utes! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulsa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Lopez to pass. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's Young. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Fires into the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Lopez wants to fire. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And that will be the final play as the clock